Queen Camilla left her own life behind and now lives on a spreadsheet out of her love for King Charles, a royal expert has claimed. Angela Levin has opened up on how a fun-loving, free-spirited, irreverent, somewhat lazy, woman signed up for a life of unbelievably hard work and duty where every moment of her life is scheduled. And she said that now the Queen is determined to help the King make the best of his new role. The royal expert added, she has put up with years of insults, the conniving other woman when she could have walked away. Now in her 8th decade, she is determined to help Charles make the best of a huge and perhaps unmanageable role. We should applaud her for it. The late Queen's funny reaction to Charles calling her mummy in public. It's been almost a year since Camilla became Queen Consort after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and Levin claimed that the changes thrust upon his Camilla are just as great, if not greater, than those thrusted on King Charles. In a column for Mail Online, she wrote, she was not born to be queen and, for most of her adult life, showed little interest in any job, let alone a career. The expert said that while some things haven't changed, like the fact she can escape to her own private home, Raymill, in Wiltshire, everything else is very different. And now Queen Camilla's life, once known for her spontaneity, her love of writing, good company and her family, runs on rails, according to Levin. The royal biographer claimed that the Queen's every moment of most days is now carefully scheduled, including the times she can set aside for her children and grandchildren. It's no longer a matter of popping round or picking up the phone. It's life according to a spreadsheet. There's little time to cook, and far more time spent with the hairdresser. She added, there's little time for writing, either, although that's partly a matter of age. Levin stressed that while Queen Camilla has kept hold of the charities that matter most to her, including those relating to domestic violence and children's reading, she now has less time to devote than she would have liked. And she said that, while her friends understand the constraints, they admit it's hard to see her. Don't miss Charles to visit France for first time as king next month after social unrest. Latest, William takes just 36 hours to upstage Unremarkable and Lame Harry, live. Meghan and Harry will capitalize on tributes for late Queen. Latest, the burden of her role had steadily increased for the last 5 years or so, as her late Majesty's health declined, and particularly over the last 2 years. One of the Queen's friends reportedly told the author, she has undoubtedly learned to discipline and got much more organized. It's quite something as she is not a naturally organized person. She had to do so because there is so much going on, that there wouldn't have been time for her to see her children or grandchildren, which are so important to her. But according to another one of Camilla's friends, the main change is one of confidence, which comes from a real embrace of the duty and responsibility of the role. The royal biographer also commented on how the king and queen appear together. She insists that they appear genuinely warm and accessible to the crowds of people who gather to see them on their visits. She also highlighted how Charles now puts his arm around Camilla, something she never saw when his mother the late Queen was alive. She added, last month, at the Sandringham Flower Show, Camilla spotted a homemade pie with large ears and a crown. She said, without hesitation, that looks just like my husband. Went to find him and they both burst out laughing.
about it.